Hey, welcome back to Enigmatica 2, where in the last video, we built up our base to be this bigger, better, more appealing base? I forget the word. And we also went through and finally started upgrading our tools to a higher harvest level, so that now we can start getting into tech stuff. And while I keep thinking of different ideas for things that can make the base look a bit better, I just need to put that off and actually get into doing tech stuff. And I think first off, I need to get Immersive Engineering done. Not because it's the most important, but because it has the slowest beginning. Because getting stuff like creosote, coal coke, and steel just takes a really long time. And while I wait for that, I can deal with some of the other things. Because I do also want to get forestry done soon, because that'll help me get a more stable food source. IC2 is also just a very strong mod to have at the start. And then Thermcraft is just fun. I want to do Thermcraft soon. But Immersive Engineering is the most important one to get done first. Ooh, and I can get a tank from this reward. Okay, so I need coke bricks. That needs regular bricks, sandstone, and porcelain clay. And I wonder how I'm going to get the bone meal this early. I do have some bones. I'm hoping... No, I don't think there's any special way to turn a skeleton skull into more bones or bone meal. So... 21 bone meal, that'd get 15 coke bricks. That's not enough. I'm gonna need to find some more bone meal. But I think first I just need to get a ton of clay. And there's plenty of that still in this lake. And I guess while I'm here, a few things. These chests don't really have much in them, but it's good for astral sorcery stuff. Ooh, and I'm wondering, I'm still gonna need a bit more clay for blast bricks. But how does it expect me to get nether bricks? Seems I need netherrack. I guess I can just go to the nether? Or maybe there's some other way to make netherrack. I can just go to the nether, assuming this pack lets me do that. Well, that's quite a lot of clay, and I can start smelting it into bricks. And in the meantime, I'm just gonna go skeleton hunting. But before I get too ahead of myself, I just want to see... Yes, I can put some luck on this. It's all of my lapis, but... I think it's worth it on a sword. Okay, night's letting up, and I got 24 bones. Pretty good. So, how many coke bricks can I make now? I should be able to make a decent amount of this. Was it 26 or 27 that I needed per coke oven? I want to say 27. I need to make the same amount of bricks anyway. But if I make just a bit more, I can make 2 coke ovens. Oh, I get all of those as a reward. Okay, I thought I had to choose one. That makes things easier. So now, I go down the Immersive Engineering trees. And there's quite a lot to do here. I'm not sure how far I can go in this video, but I can at the very least get a blast furnace. Well, what's the first quest here? It's just a checkbox. But, the speed and energy requirements of the machines have been heavily modified. I'm not sure for the better or worse. I'm going to assume it makes things harder. Right, well, I've already got all the coke bricks for the next thing. It's not going to tell me anything about blast bricks. Okay. Well, I got a loot chest. Fish dinner. Okay. But now I have a hammer and a manual. So I may as well get the coke ovens down. I'll leave them inside for now. I'll move them eventually. Actually, they're a bit annoying to move because of the creosote. I'll just leave them outside somewhere where they won't really get in the way. I'm still going to move them eventually, but this way it won't be so bad. So just need 2 3x3s of coke bricks, and then right click the middle with the engineer's hammer. And then I just steal some coal from the furnaces, and I can start running these. And now, I'd like to pump out the creosote into the portable tank. Something tells me I'm not going to be able to do that with this pump. But just looking at the pipes here, I think that's the only pump I'm going to be able to use for a while. I guess I can just pump out of different spots. I don't know. I don't need to pump things just yet. I'm still going to leave the tank there, though. Well, while I leave this to go, to make as much coal coke and creosote as I can, I'm going to see about making my way to the nether. And so I'm going to need some buckets. Oh, but wait. I think I can mine obsidian, because obsidian is what I need next. I guess I'll just get a bit more than what I needed for the portal. So here's some lava. Before I turn it into obsidian, I've brought my seared tanks down, so I'm just going to fill them up. Whoops, one of them fell in the lava. And then I can turn the rest of this into obsidian. I wonder how much of this I can get away with vein mining. All of it. You know, I think I do it again. There we go. 29 obsidian. That's plenty. And it seems to have uncovered some lapis and diamonds for me. There's some more diamonds over here as well. It might just be me, but it feels like diamonds are a lot easier to find in this pack. So, with 30 obsidian, should be able to make a portal. I guess I may as well use this area for that. And I can kind of fit one in without breaking the floor. Let me just see that it works. Good. I might want to fiddle with the size of it, but that should be fine. Here we are, in the nether. And it doesn't look like there's much for me to be able to mine in here. I can get quartz at least. But the main thing that I've got to try and find in here is blaze rods. Ah, and there's some blazes over there. I thought I was going to need to find another fortress. So let's see how this goes. I do not feel very equipped, but my sword can deal decent damage to these guys. And the luck seems to be paying off. 4 blaze rods. Still need a bit more though. Actually, if I've got 5, get 2 at a time, need to do this recipe 9 times, I think that's enough. But I do want multiple blast furnaces, just for the sake of speed. There we go. That's 10. That's definitely enough. Now I just need to make my way back, and I'm good. I do need some netherrack though, so I'll just mine as much as I can. 38 isn't enough though, so I'm gonna need to come back. Okay, I'm done with the nether. I'm gonna drop off some of this stuff that I've got, quickly run back to grab some more netherrack, and then I'm done. Oh, I got a bit more netherrack than I thought I would, but that's what happens when you vein mine. I'm just gonna smelt up a ton of nether bricks. Possibly even more than this, depending on if I want to build out of them. Ooh, and it looks like I barely have enough regular bricks. And then I can make all of those blast bricks. And then where do I want to put the blast furnaces? I guess I can just continue the line for now. There we go. And I should have, yeah, a bunch of coal coke. So I can start making some steel. But all of that's going to take quite a while to go through. And I'm not entirely sure what to do in the meantime. I guess I can work on getting better harvest levels? Because with the nether, I can now go all the way to Manulin. I might do that. That's going to start with me upgrading to obsidian. And I'm not sure if it'd be worth it for me to upgrade the tools to be obsidian. It's less durability. It's just a better head, but less durability. Refined obsidian would be really good, but that's not happening for a while. I think I just stick with the sharpening kit. But I can still do the extra bit. But there, that's it upgraded to obsidian. And I guess now I can go mining for cobalt and ardite, because they're not terribly hard to come by. Although, for some reason I seem to have angered the zombie pigmen. I didn't touch any of them. May as well start fighting back then, because I need all of this cobalt and ardite. Why is the wisp attacking me? I'm just trying to mine cobalt and ardite in peace here. Is it something about mining that these guys don't like? Because they got angry at me when I mined the ardite. I'm just going to get a bit of each and then I'll be out of here. Okay, I've got 19 of each. That feels like enough. Okay. The nether is quite dangerous. Ooh, some broad axe heads. Ooh, firewood could be nice for the auto smelt. Nah, but I'm better off keeping the ores. Sponge is just bad. Evil infused is very good, but I don't know how I'd repair that. I need an enchanter and a nether star, so evil infused is a bit out of my reach. None of these really seem that good, but maybe I can turn the evil infused back into ingots, so I'll take that. Yeah, it'd give me 8 ingots worth of evil infused iron. I guess if I wanted to, I could upgrade my pickaxe to be evil infused for manual and mining level, but I can just get manual and it's better. I think I'll just use it to get the ingots early, but even then I don't know how useful they'd be. Well, I just want to see what kind of upgrades I can get with cobalt, ardite, and manulin. Because obviously manulin is the highest tier, but ardite has the most durability. I think manulin's still better because it's not that much of a durability deficit. As for being a handle or extra, ardite could be good. A 1.4 modifier is very good. And it's also just better for extra too. But I can throw on a bit of lightweight as well, and that makes it a bit quicker. Yeah, I think manulin head, ardite rod, cobalt extra. And I may as well upgrade the rest of my stuff. And I'm going to need a manual and sharpening kit to be able to actually upgrade the pickaxe. Okay, that's everything I need. I can now just go through and upgrade everything. Ah, I made a cobalt mining instead of a handle. I can fix that. I can still go through and upgrade the rest. Although I made an obsidian sharpening kit instead of another manual one. And I made an obsidian shovel head? Jeez, I was way off. Obsidian and manual look pretty similar, okay? There we go. That's everything that I need. So now all of my tools have a pretty massive upgrade. And I guess while I'm here, I can put on some other upgrades. I can give most things here a bit of a speed boost. I can get a lot of sharpness on my sword. I don't think sharpness should be the only thing that I put on it, but I can get away with sharpness 3, because I do want the looting 3 as well. I'm just going to need some more lapis before I can do that. Right, that should be all my tools in order, and they're looking pretty strong. And in the meantime, looks like all of this is done. Not quite. Oh yeah, and if I have enough diamonds, can't have to put them on all the tools as well. Alright, well, these coke ovens are done. Ideally, I'd still like some more coal coke so I can get more steel, but for now it's fine. Just need to deal with the creosote, and I think I'm just going to have to bucket it out manually. There we go. That's a lot of creosote. I think, yes, I can pick this up. And I think I'm going to move this, because I should make a slightly more permanent setup for this. I don't have a terribly solid design in mind, but I wonder. I'm going to get myself a chisel, and there's a lot of different blocks I can make here, but none of them are that good. I can't think of any solid designs for now. I guess instead, maybe I continue doing more of this? Because I need to get an engineer's workbench, and if I got creosote, I can make treated wood. And why not? I can get an alloy kiln. I got a BLT from the loot crate, getting a lot of food from it. But the alloy kiln is going to take a bit more clay, or bricks rather. You know what? I'm probably going to build something out of bricks, so I may as well get more of that while I'm here. It's not that hard to find more clay. But getting a whole river's worth of clay might be a bit overboard. But that is just how much clay you need if you want to make anything out of bricks. So I'm going to be smelting clay for quite a long time. Well, I have enough bricks for the alloy kiln now, but I'm still going to need so many more bricks. And I guess this is starting to turn into a somewhat less permanent setup, so I guess I'll just add to it. But alloy kiln is pretty easy. Actually, I can probably put this just in the house, because it's a pretty small little thing. But I don't know how much I'm going to be using it just yet. Because, I mean, I can still just alloy things in the smeltery. I don't know, maybe there's specific crafting recipes. Loot chest, just western. More food. Well, I think now I'll just get the engineer's workbench, and that might be enough for starting this. I just need to get some of my creosote back, and then use it to make the treated wood. And I'm going to need so much of this. Ooh, and I wonder... There's some decent looking patterns here, but treated wood is a bit more expensive than just regular wood. So if I wanted to build out of something, I'd just use regular wood to get some of those textures. But the treated wood, I then turn into an engineer's workbench pretty easily. There we go. And this, yeah, I can also put it there. Just gonna check the loot chest. Framed block. And what's in this loot chest? Architect's saw bench. Not really sure what to do with that. Well, I feel like I've still got a bit of time here, but I'm not really sure what else I can get on with here. I've done enough harvest level stuff. Ooh, wood. Emerald? Let me see. I can melt it down, and I can get some emeralds out of it. I think I want to do that, because I've been wanting some emeralds. Although, the gem cast might be a bit harder to get than I thought. I don't know if I can get any of these grinding balls. And it looks like I already need emeralds to be able to get the cast. Well, I might not be able to do that, actually. But if I did have some emeralds, I could put them on the tools and get a lot more durability. But I think they're fine. They all have 1800 durability on them. Oh, it looks like the next sharpening kit is Osglo glass. And that's a mechanism thing. Yeah, that's quite a while away, actually. So I can't continue upgrading my harvest level. Manual is the best I can do. And I want to do a bunch more immersive engineering before I start doing mechanism. But mechanism does require immersive engineering stuff anyway. I guess we'll see. The next big thing that I want is the improved blast furnace, so I can get steel a lot quicker. But for that, I'm going to have to start running some power, and I should probably get some other multi-block things set up first. I'm not sure how far this is going to make me go, but just this quest tree doesn't seem that involved. So maybe I can get onto Mechanism soon. I'm not sure. I don't know how much I'm going to dip into any of these before I move on to some of the more complicated things. I guess we'll see. Ooh, the steel's done. You know what, I think with the rest of this video, I can start building something. I don't think I'll finish, but I can start building stuff to house all of my Immersive Engineering things. Guess that means moving the alloy kiln and the engineer's workbench, because I may as well keep it all in the one place. Actually, I have quite a lot of bricks now. Oh, but the brick texture's a bit different. Nothing a chisel can't deal with. But I don't know if I like a lot of these textures either. I can dye the bricks. Ooh, red stained bricks look pretty nice. Most of the other colors are a bit much for me, but I quite like red. So I just need to get a bunch of red dye. That should be enough. And if it's not, I'll just bone meal the rosebush. There we go. Bunch of red bricks. And I'm wondering if I get the Immersive Engineering concrete as well. Maybe the asphalt. Ah, that needs bitumen. That's a bit far off. I guess I do have quite a lot of slag. So sure, I can get some concrete. Yeah, 2 and a bit stacks feels like enough. Right, this feels like enough to be getting on with. And I think I'm going to put it right here, next to the Tinker's Hut. I don't really need too big of an area. I can always make more space for myself when I need to start fitting some of the multi-blocks in. Ooh, yeah, this red brick is very nice. Before I get too committed? Oh, I can't chisel it. I'm going to have to make this reasonably tall. Oh, and I've just run out of brick. I can make a bit more. So that's the basic shape for now. I'm wondering how I do the roof. I could just do grate wood again. I can't make red stained brick stairs. That's interesting. I can make regular brick stairs. Oh, that doesn't actually look that out of place. Maybe I can induce a bit more variety in here by replacing some things with regular bricks. Yeah, I might do that. Just to kind of break up the monotony of it. Then that makes these brick stairs fit a little bit better. Although it might have gone a bit overboard. We'll see once it's more than just a brick square. Although I've started putting some of this in. This is quite a lot more cramped than I thought it would be. 3x3 multi-blocks are pretty big. I'm already feeling like I kind of want to change this. But I'm also a bit far gone. Yeah, I'm probably going to change this eventually. It might just look bad because I don't have a roof on it, because I cannot think of anything to put on the roof. But I can't just leave this like this. I have to put a roof on it. Even if I just do some basic little spruce roof, it's something. But even that does make it look a bit nicer. I think I'm starting to come around on this. I'm inclined to use something other than spruce for the roof. I don't really want to repeat myself, but great wood does seem like a good choice. If it wasn't so expensive, I'd try treated wood. Actually, treated wood sounds pretty fitting. And I'm going to be running a lot of steel production in the background, so I might get enough creosote for it. And I still have a decent amount. That'd be enough for 2 more stacks. I might be able to swap that out with treated wood. Yeah. And maybe I go for stairs instead of slabs. I can fiddle with some things, but this is enough for now. Very rudimentary, and it's enough to just hold all of the stuff I need. I don't know how I feel about a lot of these blocks, but I think this basic design is enough. I'm honestly tempted to swap out all of the bricks to the regular kind instead of the red stained, because the red stained is just too uniform. I need to bring it back to a more brown mid-tone. Kind of fits with Immersive Engineering. I'll dwell on it and I'll see what you guys say in the comments. But there's something here. And I'm also going to have to make it quite a lot bigger. It's probably easier if I just make it longer than trying to make it a bit wider. But if I made it a bit wider, I could have a bit more leeway in the roof design. I'll see. I might toy with this a little bit on my own and see how I feel. But I think that's going to be enough for this video. We've got to start on Immersive Engineering. Next time, I don't think I'll be able to finish it. But I might get started on a different mod in the meantime, because Immersive Engineering is just a thing that you leave in the background to generate steel forever. I can deal with a lot of those multi-blocks much later. Might go into forestry, try and actually grow some food for myself. Might go into IC2. I'm not terribly sure on the use of it just yet. Or maybe I just go into Thorncraft. Who knows? But for now, I think I'm happy with this progress. We've started Immersive Engineering. I can leave this running to generate steel, creosote, and all the other good things. We went to the nether to get some new materials, and upgraded our tools to all of Emmanuel. So now we're at the highest harvest tier that I can do for the immediate future. And it's starting to feel like I'm just progressing down the tech tree now and not trying to survive. So I'm pretty happy to leave this here. Ooh, one more thing, again. There. Extended the pathway. It's not quite as sharp of a curve, but the pathway's extended. Now I'm happy to leave this. So I think I'm still just going to fiddle with a few of these things on my own for next time. See if I can figure out how to make this building look a bit nicer. Test out some of your suggestions, see if anything works better than what I can come up with. But I think that's enough for this video. I'm going to call this here. Bye.